tonight, in the fact that I have had a few issues with my mic today. Nevertheless, we're going to try to proceed, and we're going to make our way through the calm lands, and we might even visit an optional area depending on how we go. We'll see how things go with the timing of everything. There are other things that I've got to get done today, and I don't particularly want to be on here for ridiculous amounts of time today. I mean, I'm trying to go for a normal length stream today, but we'll see how things go. So without further ado then, let's proceed into the Calmlands. So obviously last stream we had another run-in with Seymour, who murdered Keenock, and we were on the run from all the guards at Gravel. We found ourselves a nice little levelling spot as well, although I didn't take advantage of it in the fact that I didn't want to bore you lot with making you guys watch me grind, because I didn't think it'd be fair.
The Calmlands. Long ago, the High Summoners brought sin here. The road ends here. Beyond, there are no towns, no villages, only endless plains.
Many summoners stray from their path and lose their way here.
So storyline wise, we are actually coming relatively close to the end.
Known where to go.
Which means it's going to be time to start picking off all the optional stuff.
I won't let you die.
This does mean, of course, there'll be significant gaps between live streams coming up as well, in the fact that I will need to grind in order to take care of certain bits on the stream, i.e. the Dark Aeons, for instance, because they do hit hard.
Let's go.
I told Yuna I would find a way. I guess I wanted to believe that words could make it come true.
But for now we are actually just going to continue the story for the time being, with a little bit of optional stuff mixed in. Actually, you know what, we will keep her out because she can take the Machina apart. I do suggest packing lots of antidotes for this area as well, because these flyers do dish out a lot of poison. So Lulu, get rid of that last one for us. Although for the life of me I cannot remember which spell it is that will hurt me, so we're just going to... Oh, well, there we go, that'll do. That works.
Perhaps you would like to know a bit about these plains.
Yeah, why not? Let's hear a little bit of info.
As you know, these plains were once a battlefield. A great battle between Bavel and Zanarkand, a melee of Machina. That war left this place a barren, lifeless land. Then time passed. The summoners took note of this uninhabited land. Great battles could be fought here with no harm to the common folk.
Oh, hello, KDT. No, you don't have to listen to him, it's optional. I'm just choosing to talk to him for the sake of the guide, really, if I'm honest. By all means, if you want to go ahead and run on down into the next bit of the Calmlands, go for it.
Defeated here, the calm will visit Spirit once more. That's why this place is now known as the
And
Common.
as for 10-2, I'm still yet to finish playing through that one myself.
Is unknown. And that, as they say, is that.
Okay, let's go ahead and make our way down to... Oh, more random encounters. Well, that wasn't what I was trying to target, but I'll go with it. That works. So if you can't get Riku out, use Steel. The next best thing is Thunder. Take these little critters out pretty quick. Obviously not as fast as Riku's Steel ability, mind you, but still relatively quick. And I've forgotten to turn my notifications off again. I do apologise, folks. I may have messages popping up left, right and centre today. It's one of the other games that I play on. There is an event starting later on today. So everybody's getting a little bit hyped for it.
As you wish.
Icing on the cake.
So just to the left of us is Rin's airship slash shop, but there's also one just over ahead of us in the centre of the Carmans, which is the one we're going to head for. If I can get past all these random mobs that keep popping up and getting in my way. Oh, actually, there is another thing we can do here as well that I've just remembered about. I need to get these guys off me first, though. Ah. Good old evade encounter. Right, now let me just get my bearings. That way, isn't it? There she is. So we can also face off against Belgamy here, and if we can beat her, we will get hold of another ability in our inventory that will be very useful to our Aeons. Which I will show you in just a moment. Once again, these fiends have decided they want to come out and play. So we'll just do a little bit of pest control here. I'll try and get it done as quickly as possible. What we got left?
Take that.
Right then.
Ah, you again. You're quite the notorious traitor these days.
What's it to you?
Ah, you shouldn't take what the Maesters say too seriously. For summoners, destroying sin is everything. We are no tools of Yevon. Understand?
Yes.
So, are you up to the task?
I do not know, but I will do my best.
You've got spirit, but you'll need more to beat sin. An Aeon duel. Show me what you're made of.
So this is the third Aeon duel,
Excellent.
and this time
But
I
before
believe
we
we're up
begin-
against Shiva.
I've just healed your Aeons for you. Let us begin. Choose your Aeon well, Summoner.
Which one shall we pull out? I'm not going to use that Grand Summoning. Let's go for Bahamut, since we've not actually used Bahamut that much yet. And he's probably our best Aeon that we've got right now. Right. Let's go ahead here and chuck Faragga out. Oh, wow. This Shiva's got some high defense to have only done that much damage. That's pretty impressive. Let's try physicals. Oof. Let's try Impulse, see if that does any better. No, not really. This Shiva's got very high defense, unfortunately. I'm going to try hitting it with another Faragga. I think 581 is the best we're going to pull right now. So we'll just keep peppering it with Faragga for now, I think. And if we can survive long enough, then perhaps we can use our limit break to finish it. If it doesn't die before we get to our limit break, of course. I was debating whether or not we were going to get our limit break just then, because her limit break bar was very close to being filled as well. There we go, that's Shiva down. And for beating her, I believe it's the Summoner's Soul we get.
Stop. That is
I
enough.
think it's the Summoner's Soul, it might be a different one. But what it will allow us to do is to increase our Aeon stats via means of using Power Spheres,
Impressive.
Mana Spheres,
Remarkable
etc.
talent. Traitor or no, you may have what it takes to beat Sin. Take this. You have earned it.
Oh no, it's the Aeon's Soul. I knew it was one of the two.
Thank you. I think you will do just fine. But if you ever feel like I will be waiting there. Farewell.
So here we get ourselves a little tutorial. So like it says, you select attributes. And then you'll select the Aeon that you want. And then as you can see, you can do HP, MP, Strength, and so on and such forth. And on the right hand side it'll tell you how many spheres you'll need. So in this case it's going to be just under 30 by the looks of it, because it will reduce us down to 37. Or in this case with Strength it will take 10 spheres to increase the Aeon's strength. And it's pretty much as simple as that. There's not really much more to it. Obviously luck's slightly harder in the fact that you need fortune spheres, and they are a pain to get hold of, which is why I generally wipe them off the sphere grid as well. Because to be honest, you don't need them. my other profile, I've near enough maxed out all the sphere grids, and I beat all the Dark Aeons and everything without really raising my luck at all, so it's not essential. And it wasn't that hard to bring down the Dark Aeons without it either.
Father Zook.
Long time no see. You are Yuna? You certainly don't look like Maester Keenock's murderer.
Oh,
What you say?
Please, tell us what has happened.
Maester Micah just issued a personal order, you know. It said that you and your guardians murdered Maester Keenock and fled. We are to kill you on sight, or so it says.
What of Pavel?
Things are calm on the surface, but the depths are turbulent. After the death of Maester Keenock, Kelk Ronso left Yevon.
Convenient. Getting around will be easier with Yevon in disarray.
But be careful, my friends. You have been branded enemies of Yevon. You should avoid temples for the time being.
Thank you, Father Zook, for your warning. Father, you came all the way here just to tell us this?
To tell the truth, I was a little curious to see this summoner you are guarding. I hope her pilgrimage goes well. For your sake, too.
Thank you, Father.
I must be off. I shall pray for all of you.
Right then, before we progress, we're just going to visit the shop here, and we're going to just sell off some of this crap that we've got here, because we actually do need to raise a bit of money for any upcoming side quest. So I'm just going to go ahead here and get rid of everything here that we don't really need. I know some of the stuff that I sell, you might be thinking, why the hell would you sell that? But the truth of the matter is, a lot of this stuff is easy enough to get back if you know where to look, and also there's the customizability as well, so you can quite literally just make a lot of these different weapons and things that I've got here. So I'm not really too worried about ditching half of this. I'd also recommend that you start leveling up Kimari if you haven't already done so. I know I haven't done much grinding with him purely because I don't really use him that much. I find him to be one of the most useless characters in the game, but that's just my personal opinion. However, there is a bit of the storyline coming up that does require him to be combat ready. So I will probably be pulling him out for a little bit to try and just grind him up a little bit. Oops. I think the only time I tend to not sell stuff is if it's got really rare stuff on it. For instance, like break HP limit or break damage limit, because those ones are a lot harder to actually build. In the fact that you need very rare items. For instance, the break damage limit, you need, I think it's like 99 dark matter or somewhere on those regions. And dark matter is an absolute pain to get hold of, unfortunately. And the break HP limit requires wings to discovery, which you can get a bulk of 30 of, but then after that it becomes a lot harder, especially considering the fight that you farm them from. But we'll get to that a little bit later on. We can definitely get rid of that. Now also, if you've got equipment that have got multiple empty slots on them, then I do recommend perhaps keeping hold of those, because then obviously that allows you to build your own weapons and armour and things. Though at the moment most of the stuff I've got here, unfortunately the majority of their slots are full, so they're of no use to me really. There we go. I think that's just about cleared everything out. Right then, let's go ahead and start making our way down to the other side here. In fact, actually, no, wait, scratch that. Change of plan. I've just remembered something else. There is a Albed primer somewhere on the back here. We're going to go see if we can find that first. Oh, hello, Mulbra. I guess he forgot to heal his team up before he went into battle. So we'll start off by pulling Kamari out here because we've got an enemy skill to be had here. So what was that, Cody? Why did this? Right, the reason I've sold everything is because the optional area that I'm going to next, there is a optional Aeon to be had, and in order to get him, you have to basically buy his, his joining you. And the more money you have, the better chance you've got of haggling with him as well, to try and get him at a lower price. Also, if you pay more money, you can increase your chances of getting a Zanmato out of him as well, because he'll like you more. He'll, give you a stronger friendship with him.
As you wish.
I'm honest, I actually meant to sell everything off camera, I just completely forgot about it. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention is by this point you can do Blitzball again now as well, for the time being. Oh, I've just been Mulbred. Shit. Oh, this isn't good. Unless I can get Orin to snap out of his confusion. Nope. Shit. I can't believe I've just been dicked by a Mulbra of all things. Shitting hell. No, we're dead. Fuck. Oh, I hate those Mulbras. Frickin' hell. Fucking bastarding thing. Should have saved my game, that was stupid. Now I've got to go through all these cutscenes again. I'm going to try and blitz through them as quickly as I can. I didn't expect to get dick fucked by a fucking Mulbra of all things. The great Mulbras, yes, not the ones on the Calm Land.
The Calm. Long ago, the room. Beyond, there.
Many summoners.
Sorry about this, folks. My bad, I should have saved my game, I didn't think. Well, to be fair, I didn't expect a Mulbra to go and wipe me out like that. It hasn't happened in a very long time. Now, there are ways in which you can stop that bad breath ability. and that is if you have it, the ability to provoke will stop it.
Find a way somehow.
But I don't think I have provoke just yet. Although I could be wrong, I've not really looked at the sphere grids properly in a little while.
Let's go.
Still, my getting wiping just shows that I am only human and that even I can still make mistakes.
I wanted to believe.
Or that all of us can make mistakes, rather. Right. What I shall do is I'll flee from all these battles just to get down there quickly. Make this quicker. And I won't bother talking to this chap here this time either. I'll literally just run straight down.
We'll get through this.
And I'll take Belgamy out again quickly as well, but what I'll do is I'll just use the Grand Summoning and use Bahamut's Limit Break and hopefully wipe him in one, Shiva out in one hit.
Let's get him, guys!
Let's not. This is where I could really do with no encounters right about now. There she is.
Oh, you.
What?
I'll just speed through this as quickly as I can. And then when I get back to where the shop is, I'll make sure to save my game this time just in case a mob does pop out of the woodwork again.
Excellent. I've just healed you.
I can tell you that the Mulvers here have about 18k hit points, I know that much, and are quite weak against fire.
Choose your Aeon weapon.
I'm going to go for a Grand Summoning this time just to get rid of it quickly. The reason I was holding off using the Grand Summon last time was because there was a boss fight coming up and I was going to save it for that, but it's not necessary. I was hoping that would kill it in one, but it didn't. Oh, come on, drop already. Or don't. There we go.
Stop.
So I'll just quickly speed run through this tutorial a second.
Traitor or no, take this.
Thank you.
I think it. But if you ever, I will be waiting there.
It'd be nice if they'd put a sodding tutorial skip button on it. But Final Fantasy X seems to be one of those rare Final Fantasies where they didn't put a skip button on it. Right, we're almost back to where we were, folks. Again, apologies for that little mishap. I don't normally let myself get caught off guard by a Mulbra like that. Second of all, I don't usually make amateur mistakes like forgetting to save the game. Still, like I said, I'm only human. Mistakes can be made.
Long time no. You are Yuna? You certainly don't look...
What?
Please,
Maester Micah, it said that you and we are to...
Go away.
What of...
Things are calm after the death of me.
Getting around will be easy.
But be careful, my... You should avoid temple.
thank you, Father. You came...
To tell the truth, this summer, I hope for
Well,
you.
enough waffling already. We've got things to do.
Thank you, Father.
People to see, places to go.
I must
go
be
away.
off.
Go on, off with you. Right then. What I'll do is I'll sell everything off again first of all, then I'll save. That way I'm... If I do get screwed over again, I'm not going to have to worry too much about... Whoops. Yeah, I'm trying to go as quickly as I can to get back where I am. I do apologise for being so slow. And I can't skip all the random encounters because I do need to grind a little bit as I go, but I'll try and skip the majority of them. I really need to learn not to let my loot build up so much. Oops. Ooh, soft ring, stoneproof. I think I'll keep that one actually, because stoneproof can be a pain. And we will need that later, possibly. Yeah, it's been alright going back to work at long last. I mean, they've been piling the shifts on at the moment, which is a little bit overwhelming, but it's all good. But yeah, no, it's been alright actually. Kind of feels like I never left, really. Yeah, I'm in again later. I'm on a 6:30 till 11:15 tonight. Which, gotta admit, is slightly irritating because the other game I was on about that had the event starting today actually does start just as I'm due to head off to work, and I really wanted to take advantage of it. I'm going to be missing the first night of it, unfortunately. Still, it does go on for a good week, so it's fine. Almost there. Right, that's everything sold. Good. Right, this time, let's save the game, shall we? Right, problem solved. Now then. So as I was trying to do before that Mulbra very rudely interrupted me. Oh, there's a chest there, I completely forgot about that. I'm trying to make my way towards the back here because right at the back towards the cliff edge there is a Alved primer to be had. I can't remember its exact location, so we are going to have to hunt for it a little bit. but it is there somewhere. Are you guys quite finished? Just say Yuna's magic's a little bit stronger than Lulu's. I do believe I just almost one-hit that ogre. There we go. Right, where were we? So let's see here. So I think the best way to find it really is just follow the edge. Oh no.
My will is
No,
strong.
no, no, no. No, 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 no. Piss off. Not again. No. Sod off. Leave me alone. No Mulvers. Not on stream. They know that we get the Lancet ability from you now. We don't need you again. Go away. I can't be asked to fight you either right now. There's the Chocobo guy. If you talk to that guy on the Chocobo there, I believe he does give you Chocobos. There it is. Albed Primer Volume XX3. So I'm going to say that's probably 23 if I've got my Roman numerals correct. I'm not very good at Roman numerals, unfortunately. The only ones I know off by heart are like 1 through to 12. Ow. That one hurt. Right, so now that we've got our Albed Primer, we're going to actually, do you know what? Let's go talk to the guy and get a Chocobo. It'll get us across the plains a bit quicker. Maybe not. We'll do that later. Oh, right, he hasn't got Chocobos, that's why. Never mind. Okay, we'll leave that for now then. We'll just have to make our way on foot. Oh, no, not again! So if you can manage to survive against that thing, and you can get Kamari to Lancet it, you will get the bad breath ability for him. But right now, I have no interest in trying to do away with that ugly thing. I'm going to run away.
Yuna, can you find me?
Yes, I think so.
Tell you what, actually, while I'm here, I'm just going to heal a second. Now, these Chimera Brains are actually very useful for farming up level 4 key spheres. And the reason for that, well, the way to do that rather, sorry, is that you will need a ability called Bribe, and you're going to need to start farming up a lot of gil in order for this to work as well, which means getting the Gillionaire ability. And if you bribe them for about, I think it's 200k, you will get 2 level 4 key spheres each time. It's a guaranteed about 90% of the time, I'd say. And you will need a fair few of them in order to do Sphere Grid. There is a couple of chests over on the far right, but we'll come back and get them later when we've got the Chocobo to get around. It's a bit easier. I say to the right of us, it's actually behind us now. To the right of us, where that green square is actually the hunting arena. But we're not going to worry too much about that just yet. That's another optional side quest that we'll do a little bit later on. Dear me. Persistent. Very persistent. Yeah, we all have internet issues at points. No, you haven't really missed much, just me running away from more Moldra. Right, just grab this save point here a second to restore everything. I do suggest doing a little bit of prep if you haven't already. We do have a boss fight coming up in just a second, and that is the Defender, and he has about 50k of hit points.
Summons from Lord Seymour.
And he hits very hard.
We have nothing to discuss with Maester Seymour.
Yeah, so out of our way.
Lord Seymour's commands must be obeyed. You will come.
I warn you. The Maester doesn't need you alive.
So this is the mighty Defender with his very strong attacks, the Haymaker and the Blast Punch. So we're going to start off here by using Power Break. I'm hoping it will work. I can't remember whether he's immune or not. Oh no, yeah, he is immune. Okay, so in that case we're going to have to just basically keep on top of healing and stuff. Let's go ahead here and start using some limit breaks. First time this playthrough that I've actually messed up that limit break. Let's see here, what can we do with Riku? Do you know what, I can never remember any of these combinations off the top of my head. So I'm just going to randomly select some items here and see what it conjures. That works. Sort of. I can't believe I just survived that. There's the Blast Punch. Now I know Power Break didn't work, but I think Armor Break does. So we're going to go ahead and give that a try. Yeah, Armor Break has successfully hit him. This should drop his physical defense for us now. Which means Waka should be able to do a bit more damage now. Yep, there we go. Ouch. Let's just have Yuna come out and heal. Back up. Who else hasn't had an attack yet? Oh yes, Kimari. We need him to start leveling up as well, so let's go ahead and get him to come out. Oh! Let's see if Mental Break will work on him. And actually he has 64,000 hit points. I do apologise folks, I've got my calculations a little bit mixed. Oh, come on! I suppose also, actually thinking about it, we could put Protect on our characters, that would reduce the damage. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. If we can't reduce his damage, we can increase our defense to it instead. Much better. A lot easier to deal with. Let's go ahead here and throw out a Mega Potion. So since Yuna's got the more stronger magic out of our two mages right now, we're going to have Lulu acting as our medic for a moment. And I completely forgot to put Protect on Lulu, that was silly of me. Let's just go ahead here and get Protect onto Lulu a sec. There we go. And now we can continue the pounding. Let's see how much Lulu can do compared to Yuna. Nowhere near. Uh-oh. Limit breaks as well. See how much we can do with our limit breaks. Uh-oh, Mighty Guard. We can actually get rid of that using D-Spell though, which Yuna hasn't quite got there yet. Let's... Where is she? There she is. We can have Riku get rid of that for us. And what Mighty Guard does is increase defense against magic and physical together. Shit, please tell me that he's just... I'm so glad he was immune to that. That could have been absolutely devastating. This should finish him. And we overkilled him as well, so we'll max out the amount of XP that we'll get from it. And we get 2 level 2 key spheres for our troubles. Right, since our team just took such a beating, I'm just going to quickly go back to the save point here and use the save point to restore everything. There we go, everyone's back to full health. Right, so our next story destination is actually across that bridge there, but we're not going to go there just yet. Instead, we're going to divert ourselves this way.
This isn't the way in? That way leads down into the valley.
Wow, you know your way around, yeah? Huh?
And it is here that we shall undergo our optional content. So from here, the first thing we're going to do is go to our right here, because there is actually an item that we want to pick up, and we're going to need it in order to get Orin's celestial weapon. I'll go ahead here and just flee from these guys. There it is. And we obtain the rusty sword. And I'll explain what we need to do with that later. For now, we'll just keep that in our inventory. Right then.
Where are we? The faith is inside. As are the fiends.
Hey, this where?
Where? What?
The summoner I guarded on my first pilgrimage died here. Yuna, let's go. The faith awaits.
Right then. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Cavern of the Stolen Faith. Oh. Yeah, I've never found a way to kill these guys, so just run from them. I'm not even sure it is possible to kill them. I could be wrong. We get a megalixia.
What's a faith doing in a place like this?
Don't ask me.
They say it was stolen from a temple long ago.
Huh?
With no faith, summoners cannot train. Without training, they cannot call the final Aeon. Without the final Aeon, they cannot defeat sin. That is why.
'Cause then the summoner won't die.
That must be what the thief was thinking.
I kinda agree with him.
I did not know they appeared down here. Oh, hello, Tyler. Been a while. How you doing, Tyler? So we're just working our way through the Cavern of the Stolen Faith at the moment. Okay, I do have Provoke by the looks of it. I've just seen it in Titus's abilities section, which means we could have taken on that Molebra. Yeah, there are a lot of nasty enemies in this dungeon, and I'm glad to hear you've been good. Oh crap. You know what? I know I've been running from these fights, but I think we owe these guys a little bit of payback. Down here, up to the chest, and you get a fortune sphere, which To be honest, it's going to be pretty useless to us. Okay, this is getting annoying now. Definitely need to start grinding a bit, I think, before my next stream, if I can find the time.
Oh my!
Which one of you little shit should I kill first? Shit. Damn, I don't believe it. They managed to go through the hammock. I could have used the limit break, but I didn't want to use it because there's a boss fight coming up and I was saving it for that. And now that I've got the ability to run, I think I'll go ahead and run. Right then, let's continue. Ooh. Mega potions, always useful. These guys again?
Another Guado fiend?
Oh no, I didn't know that, Tyler.
It is. It's you, is it not, Lady Kinham? Forgive me. I was too young. There is no human left in you now, is there? Very well then. Allow me to perform my last duty to you. My last as your guardian.
This is the Aeon that we've actually come down here to get, but first we must do battle with Lulu's Fallen Summoner. And I think it makes sense to go ahead here and make it a battle of Aeons. Wow. Now Yojimbo does have a very nasty attack set, and that is the attack you've just seen. Kazuku even. Wakasashi, and his most deadliest one that will one-hit any opponent that it hits is his Zamato. And to increase your chances of him using it, you just need to basically build up your friendship with Yojimbo, use him as much as possible. Also, Tyler Scott has just pointed out something that I completely forgot about. There is an enemy in here that if we can find it, Kimari can learn Doom from it. In fact, we did come across it earlier, it's just I ran from it. And that is the Ghost. However, we can also lance it out of a boss fight that we've got coming up shortly as well. There we go. So Yojimbo's not particularly challenging. It's just his attacks can be quite nasty if he uses the right one. For instance, the Wakasashi will attack all three of your team and can do devastating damage if Yojimbo's stats are right.
I thought it would be sadder somehow. Maybe I've gotten used to farewells.
You're stronger now.
Waka, I hope you're right. You know, the faith is inside. Go do what you came to do.
So before we actually go in there, we're going to go to the left and the right chambers first, because there's a few things we can pick up. Starting with this one here, which gives us the flexible arm. We get a MP sphere, and in the second one we get the 2x potions. And now that we've grabbed both of those, we'll go ahead here and make our way into Yojimbo. And this is the bit where I said we needed to sell everything off to raise a load of money, because we're going to have to haggle with him a little bit, unless you want to pay his outrageous price.
I am the blade of vengeance. They dare only whisper my name. Yojimbo. Summoner, I ask you, what do you want of me? If you desire my strength, you must pay my price. Make your offer.
So at the moment he's asking for 250,000. We've actually got enough to pay that, but we're going to just try and haggle him a little bit here. So let's go with 210, see what he says.
Do we have a deal.
He's dropped to 242.
Adequate. You are my client henceforth.
Wow.
My sword shall guard you on your journey, Summoner.
Also, the other reason we need money is because when we want to use his attacks, we have to pay him. Which I will go ahead and demonstrate in a moment. So yeah, we'll teleport back to the entrance to get out of here. Which way's out? It's that way, isn't it? Perfect. Right, I'll demonstrate Yojimbo's abilities now.
Please clear us a path.
Also, if you're lucky, you might get a free attack out of him. Let's give him 200 for now. Let's see what he gives us. It'll be 1 of 4 attacks. So that was the lowest of his attacks that he just gave us. But we are still building up our friendship with him at this point. Let's give him 300. There's Wakasashi, that's his second strongest attack, which has just instantly wiped both of those out. So that should give you a rough idea of what Yojimbo is capable of. Right then, let's just go ahead here and restore our HPs and everything. And now that we've dealt with that, we're going to go ahead here now and make our way across the second bridge and continue the story for a bit.
Sometimes Yuna would just stare off into the distance. I finally understood why. She was saying goodbye to the places she'd never see again.
I agree with that to a certain extent, Tyler. However, when it comes to Dark Yojimbo, it depends on which way you enter the cavern from. So long as you don't go into the last cavern and then try to come back out without using the teleport, you can actually avoid going up against him for the time being. So yeah, I mean, once my team's a bit stronger, because I need to do a bit of grinding, we will go back in there and clear it out properly, get everything that's in there. But for the time being, I just wanted to get the summoning for the sake of the live stream today.
Summoner Yuna and Guardians, leave here at once. Gagazet is Ronso land, sacred mountain of Yevon. The mountain will not bear the footsteps of infidels.
Enemy of Yevon is enemy of Ronso. Leave, traitors!
I have cast aside Yevon. I follow the temple no more.
Then you will die by those words.
So be it. Yevon has warped the teachings and betrayed us all.
Nothing but a bunch of low-down tricksters, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah!
We have no regrets.
Blasphemers!
A summoner and her guardians.
Lord Kelgronso, if I may. Have you not also turned your back on Bavel?
But still you guard Gagazet as a Ronso, not a maester. Yuna is much the same.
Elder Kelk! Let Biran rend them asunder! No escape! Not one!
No, we will not flee. We will fight and continue on.
You have been branded a traitor, but still you would fight sin. Lost to the temple, hated by the people, yet you continue your pilgrimage? Everything lost. What do you fight for?
I fight for Spira. The people long for the calm. I can give it to them. It's all I can give. Defeating sin, ending pain. This I can do.
Even sacrificing yourself. Ronso, let them pass. Summoner Yuna, your will is stronger than steel. Tempered steel that even the mightiest Ronso could not hope to bend. Yuna, we bow to your will. Now go. The sacred heights of Gagazet welcome you.
We thank you.
Okay. Right then. So let's just have a quick glance at Kamari here, because we've got another boss fight to do revolving around Kamari. So let's just make sure he's prepped and ready to go. Also, if there's any Ronso abilities that you have not yet learned, you will be able to get them from this next boss fight, with the exception of one. But I will show you where to get that last one later on when we're ready. That's as far as we can go with that. Let's just check his equipment over. Right, that'll have to do then.
Haven't you bothered us enough?
Summoner may pass. Guardians may pass. Kimari not pass. Kimari shame Ronso brothers. Kimari forget his birth. Forget his people, forget his mountain, little Ronso, weakling Ronso. Mountain hate the weak, hate the small. If you will climb,
Then I must prove my strength.
think you will win? You not forget who took your horn. Never forget. Kimari never beat Brother Miran. Never win.
This time, I win. I will win.
Why, you... This some kind of Ronso thing?
Kimari problem. I'll rend you asunder.
Heartless,
Right then. Actually, before I start attacking, let's just go into our overdrive here and see what we have so far. So the jump ability we got right at the beginning. Seed cannon, that's the tentacly things back in Killer Cut. The thrust kick is the robotic things that were in Bavel. If you didn't get them from there, I believe you do come across them in the Zanakan ruins later on. The fire breath, that's the dual horns on the Mehem High Road, or if you faced them in the Albed home before it was destroyed, you could get them from there. The self-destruct, that's from the bombs, any of the bombs if I'm honest. The stone breath, that's the basilisks, and the aqua breath is from the chimera at Macalania. Right then, let's go ahead and start Lancetune. So there's Doom, that's the ghosts in the Cavern of the Stolen Faith, or I believe you might be able to get it from the wraiths in the Omega Dungeon later on as well, but I'm not 100% certain on that. Let's... Okay, it's not giving me anything else out of them right now. Let's see what we can steal out of them. Apparently not a lot.
We Grunso should know their place.
I believe that was White Wind. Wasn't completely paying attention. Yes, it was White Wind. So White Wind you can get from Yankee, or you can get it from the dark flans that are in the cave at the top of Mount Gegazet. They also appear in Zanarkand as well later on. Let's just go ahead and cure ourselves up a little bit. So we're missing Bad Breath, which we get from the Moldras. I was hoping to try and pull it out of these two, but they're refusing to hand it over at the moment. I don't know why.
This is the strength of Kimari.
Oh, there's Mighty Guard, which we'll go ahead and take. I do have D-Spell, I think I'll go ahead and get rid of that. So I know the Defender boss that we took on earlier on this live stream used the Mighty Guard, and I didn't Lancet it out of him purely for the fact that we can't. I can't actually remember where you pull it from, which is a bit sad. have we got here? So while they're together, they will defend each other, so we need to separate them out. Oh, okay, we've taken Biran out.
You will pay for this.
So their hit points varies on Kimahri's level, so depending on what level he is, depends on how much HP they will have. So I'm just going to try and lance it out of him again, see if we can get bad breath. Nope,
You
not.
win.
Oh, what? I beat him with a lancet? That's never happened before. Wow. And we get 2 return spheres, a halberd, and a sorcerer's shield.
Strong is Kimahri. Biran is happy. Sacred Mount Gagazet. I honor the name of strong warrior who defeats Biran. Remember always, Gagazet, that name is Kimahri. Mountain knows Kimahri strong. Kimahri may pass. Summoner, we Ronso will stop pursuers from Temple.
Truly?
Penance for breaking Kimahri's horn long ago. We crush enemies following behind. Kimahri crushed enemies standing before. You are most fortunate, Summoner.
I thank you.
Ronso will shine your statue brightest.
Thank you. But I fear that no one will make a statue for a traitor such as I am.
Then Ronso will make. With grand horn on head.
That would be wonderful.
I wanted to see Yuna's statue too, but I wanted to see it with Yuna by my side.
Right then. So we're just going to initiate the next cutscene, and then I'm going to call it quits for today because I do need to do some level grinding before I try to go up Mount Gagazet.
Summoner Yuna!
What is it this time?
Right, well. going to make my way back down to the save point here now, I think, and I'm going to call it quits for today, because like I said, I need to do some level grinding before I try and get up Mount Gegazet, because at the moment my team is not strong enough. And we also face off against Lord Seymour again at the top, and he is quite a tough boss fight, in the fact that he's got quite a few nasty attacks, one of which can devastate your entire team with one hit if you're not careful. So I'm going to call it quits for today. We'll pick things up again possibly next Tuesday. I'm not actually sure, because my next rota's not out yet. I don't think, actually, let me just double check that. Yeah, no, my next rota's not out yet, so I can't actually determine whether I'll be able to stream next Tuesday or not. But this Thursday I'm working, so I will not be able to stream then. So we're looking at Tuesday next week, and that's 2:30 PM UK time. I mean, I might try and squeeze a live stream in before, but we'll see how things go. Like I said, I've got a lot of grinding to do. But right, so thank you all very much for stopping by and watching today, and I will catch you all next time. And I wish you all a pleasant day or an evening wherever you are. Just gotta wait for the delay a second, just to give you guys a chance to actually comment back to me if you want to. No problem, KDT. Make sure you grind up for the next stream, and I will see you there. And also apologies for my little cock up at the beginning of the stream. I won't let that happen again. Alright, see you next time then, guys.